Hello, it's June 25th and I figure it's time for an update. This is the first bed. I've gone ahead and taken out all the spinach plants that had bolted, and I laid them out on a table for them to dry, and then as soon as they finished drying I just laid them out back on top of the soil until I'm ready to replant this bed, because I'm going to be going away for a couple of days, so I don't want to plant anything until I get back. So I just laid them out there dry, just to kind of cover the soil, keep it a little bit moisture in there. This radish plant that I left it here so it could go to seed, but however there must not be many bees in this neighborhood, because this is what I've got. Just a few weird little pods, didn't do much seeding at all. Most of them ended up like this, no seeds, no pollination. My peas, I don't know if I planted them too late or there was something in the soil. I got lots of pods, but they look like this. They're kind of spotty and not all that great. So, and the leaves are all yellow, and I don't know, either something missing in the soil or, like I said, just planted them too late. My flying saucer lettuces did great. I had lots of salads off of them, as I did with the spinach. I did eat lots of the spinach before it finally bolted. So now I'm cleaning out this bed, and these will be going as well. The red ones bolted pretty quick, and so did the golden ones. However, the green are still quite nice, and I just tasted them. They're not bitter like the other ones. So I'm going to be cutting these out and just taking the whole heads in and cleaning them up and using them for salad this week. And then the next bed are the carrots. Various kinds. The purple carrots, these are the deep purple carrots. They're dark purple with yellow center. They are really good. I think these ones were the regular Denver carrots, but they ended up stumpy for some reason, but they're still good. These Cream Delight carrots turned out really nice. They're a yellow carrot. Very not a bright yellow, but a mild yellow, and they've turned out really nice, and they taste great. But my little fingers here, for some reason, they're really tiny, and they've had all the light and opportunities that the other carrots did, and this is the section where they didn't all seed in either. I had this bare spot. I tried reseeding even, and they didn't do very well, so I'll have to pick them. I haven't picked them yet because they seem kind of puny, but maybe that's the nature of it. Or actually, these ones are called petite and sweet, but still, you'd think they'd have more green or at least something of a root, which they don't yet, so I haven't picked those. My cucumbers are finally growing back here. These are all lemon cucumbers back here, and hiding back here behind the carrots are other various carrots. I think a white carrot and then a regular green carrot. I mean cucumber, excuse me. And then a regular green cucumber. But those are my lemon cucumbers. Those are my favorites, so I planted lots of those. The beets. Oh, the beets have been so good. I've given a couple of them away. Not too many though, because, you know, I like them too much. But they've grown really well. The white carrots, and even these heirloom ones. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Kia? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but they have a very mild beet flavor. The white ones have a mild beet flavor with a little extra sweetness, and the nice thing about the white ones is that there's no staining. So if you have little kids, these might be ideal because you wouldn't have to worry about getting their little fingers stained. These ones, of course, the regular red ace beets, I like the best. Flavor-wise, I personally like them the best because they have that strong beet flavor. However, they'd stain like crazy. When I boil them with the other ones, they even kind of stain the other beets. And then my cylindrical ones, they're looking really nice, but I haven't tried any yet because I want them to get a little bit bigger because I want to use those for freezing. My broccoli, I've already harvested all the main heads, but I'm getting the little baby heads now. So I'll be getting more broccoli soon because they're all doing that. My stray Brussels sprout, it's doing pretty good. It's getting little tiny sprouts on it. My little cabbages, these are miniature cabbages, and this is as big as they get. But they're really firm now, and I think they're pretty much ready to pick. Herbs are doing great. My Swiss chard is just absolutely beautiful. Garlic chives, borage. I think I might have planted some things too close though, because my poor little sage back there is just totally smothered, as is this oregano, but this was just a saved oregano. Didn't think it was going to do much, but it's really come along nice, and I really like this because it's a tender oregano, whereas this one's a Greek oregano and it's a little bit hardier. And my poor thyme under there. My stevia plant's gone absolutely crazy here. I think it's time to start cutting and drying some of that. Some basils, different ones. I've got a cinnamon and just a regular basil. My cilantro though didn't do too well. Well, this one's hiding back here. It used to get lots of sun, but it's all yellow. This one went kind of yellow and now it looks like it's bolting, so I don't know what I did wrong with that. Dill doing great. It's starting to do seeds. And of course you always need to list them, right? These are my ground cherries or husk cherries or Cape gooseberries, whichever name you want them to go by. They've had flowers on them, lots of flowers, just no fruit yet. So, but they look absolutely gorgeous. They're just pretty looking at them, because look at those leaves, how healthy those are. This was, or is, my tomatillo. I thought I had planted two here, but this turned out just to be a pepper plant. Don't know what kind of plant, a pepper plant, but it's a pepper plant instead of a tomatillo. So I don't know whether to take it out. I mean, it's going to be something that I wanted, but I really wanted to grow a couple of the tomatillos. But I'll figure that one out at a later date. Peppers are doing pretty nice. Some of them, because it's so windy here in this area, I've had to put these tomato trellis pieces around them, which is working really great because the wind's not bothering them so much. They're all doing great. I've got 4 different kinds. I've got a sweet banana, 1 sweet banana, a couple of flavor bursts, 2 California Wonders, thanks to Ray of the Praxis, I forget, Praxis something or another channel. But anyways, thank you Ray for those. And then these are my 2 mariachi peppers. They're just a hot pepper. I really like those. I like the flavor. Of course, my intersperses of lettuce and radishes. We've been eating lots of radishes. They're almost all gone because we like to munch on those. My second planting of various carrots. Again, the little finger is the one that kind of came up sparsely, but beets, lots of beets, delicious beets. So I can't wait. Well, I can wait because I have all those ones down there to eat still. And my main Brussels sprout bed here, they're doing quite nice. Look at these little sprouts that they're growing, and they feel like they're forming little heads. This is my first year growing them, so hopefully they'll turn out well because we really like Brussels sprouts. And then just some green onions in between still. All the lettuces are gone, of course. You saw me, if you watched my previous video, you'd have seen me cleaning that out. Beans. I had a little bit of troubles with my beans getting them going, but hopefully I'll start. I think I saw 1 little bean here somewhere the other day. Oh, look, 2 little beans. So hopefully they'll start giving me some beans. The white dust is, I've been having troubles with pill bugs and stuff eating my beans. There's yet another casualty. So I had sprinkled some diatomaceous earth all around them, but that just happened, so maybe the diatomaceous earth didn't work so well. I know in Florida when this sort of thing would happen, I could dig a radius around the plant down about 1/2 inch and find a little, one of those larva bugs, but can't find anything this time. Okay, so here's my watermelon patch. This one is going to be a seedless watermelon, and what's funny is it's not growing nearly as well as my heirloom stars and moon watermelon. Watermelon again is something else I've never grown, so this is going to be fun, but even the leaves are just pretty on that one. But again, you can see all the little bite marks. I have the pill bugs or something in there, but I have a frog living over in my zucchini patch. Look at those zucchinis. Isn't that beautiful? Num num. They are tasty too. Those 2 are actually ready to pick. And here's my yellow zucchinis. Oh, it looks like I have a yellow zucchini ready to pick as well. Absolutely beautiful. And there's my little froggy living in my zucchini patch. I've seen him digging all over the place, so I'm hoping he's eating all those big old nasty ants and pill bugs. I told him to tell a few friends to come on over. Not too many though, we don't want to party. Just a couple of frogs would be nice. So anyways, zucchinis are doing absolutely lovely. I'm very happy with those. My apple tree is doing beautiful. It's got new growth on it. And pear tree, on the other hand, is not doing too well. It's dying. I'm going to have to take that back, but good thing is I bought it at Lowe's. I kept the labels on them just in case, so I can take it back to Lowe's and they'll give me my money back or another tree. So we'll see how that goes. Just other squash. This one's a winter squash. Not sure what it is. It's something that grew out of my compost a few years ago when I lived down in Florida, and I've been just growing them ever since because I liked the taste of them so much. These are my flying saucer squash. And I'm going to walk over on the other side. I just like the name. That's the only reason I'm growing them. They're a patty pan squash, but this particular variety is known as flying saucer. And there's one now. Not pretty wild looking. So I've got a few of them coming out on this plant, and I've managed to get fertilized. So hopefully soon I'll get to try those. Something new. Like I said, I just like the name. These two squash, looks like one big giant squash plant now. But anyways, these are spaghetti squash. I've never grown these before either, and I wanted an alternative to the pasta of spaghetti, so I figured, hey, spaghetti squash, I'll just give it a try. Odd and end seedlings I still need to find homes for or give away. Tomatoes. These are a plum tomato, a little yellow plum, tiny one, doing pretty nice. There's lots and lots of little babies on here, as you can see. Doing nice. This one is speckled Roma, and there's some pretty interesting looking tomatoes on here. Pretty. I can't wait till they color up and I can try those. I've never grown those ones before, but it's doing nice. My brandywine tomato plant, though, the only one that has no tomatoes whatsoever. Plant looks nice and healthy, but this is what keeps happening. No tomatoes. So I doubt I'll be growing those again. This is, let's see, it's a red lightning. Now these are neat. These usually end up semi-striped too, but they're not looking very striped this time, but I still have lots of tomatoes, and they're going to be a medium-sized tomato. They're pretty good. I've grown them before on my patio, when I had my balcony, I mean. I've already eaten quite a few of these. These are just the typical tumbling Tom tomatoes, so I've eaten some of those. These are ones that I've grown in Florida before in the heat, so I know they're heat tolerant, and I've grown them on my balcony here in California in the desert, so they're pretty nice tomato. They'll be a regular sized tomato, but they're orange, and they're not as acidic as a lot of tomatoes. So you can see there's lots of tomatoes on there, so I'm going to be happy with that. This particular plant though is a determinate, so it'll get to one size and then that's it, but they can get quite bushy. And these are just some more of some of the others over there, flowers that I still need to plant, etc. But other than that, I have two other little trees at the other end of the yard that are doing well, fruit trees. But other than that, I think that about covers everything. So, my little garden in the back of my new house, first year growing here, and everything seems to be pretty much doing pretty good. I have a few things that are a little weird, like I said, with the peas and the beans, the bugs getting a hold of the beans that I can't figure out. I just have not been able to find those grubs. Anyways, I hope this encourages you to start a small garden in your at your place, whether you're on a balcony or you happen to get a house with a backyard like this. Oh, look at that, a banana pepper. But regardless where you're at or where you live, you can always have something growing. Check out my previous videos if you live in an apartment and have a small balcony. And anyways, I hope this encourages you to try growing some veggies and some herbs in your own backyard. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.